All right, we are on live tonight. Gonna fly this majesty of a bird back down to LA. Air Canada service, 132 heavy. That is our plan tonight. We're gonna go Vancouver direct, San Francisco. We're gonna make this a very easy flight. As you can see, there's other airplanes in the area tonight as we fly on the live server. We're just flying on the casual online server tonight. But what we're going to do here is we're going to pick an approach here. This is not how you normally fly this, but because I don't want to hassle with flight planning too much, we're going to do this. We're going to go select, excerpt, add to flight plan. And that will take us, oh, well, they're using 2.4, so let's change this then. Let's clear this, because they're using the other side. So, let's do this. Procedures, approach. What's the weather at Vancouver right now? Winds are 260 degrees, 21 knots, 10 statute miles, few at 1100, scattered 2000. Temperature 20, minus 7, dew point, altimeter 2991. That's cool. Alright, so they're using 2.4. Yeah, they're using 2.4 approaches. Let's see if we can find something decent. Let's go with that, and we'll join this one here. Let's add that to flight plan. 82 nautical miles down to Los Angeles tonight. Should be a fun time. Alright, let's get up here in the cockpit. Make sure we have enough fuel, because you can't change this when you get up in the air. Let's just go ahead and make sure we get all this stuff situated. Alright, we got plenty of fuel, plenty of people. Sorry guys, there we go. Alright, let's go ahead and shut our cargo doors. Shut all these doors. As you can see, the new update brought out some new stuff with new doors and whatnot. And we'll go ahead and shut this cargo door here. We'll turn on our beacon light. Actually, let's first turn on all that, and then we'll turn on our beacon. We are parked here at 76 here in Vancouver, and we'll just it'll be a quick pushback and be on our way to Los Angeles. So we'll tune into IVR Unicom. As you guys can see, winds are 240 degrees, 6 knots, variable 210 degrees to 270 degrees, 30 statute miles, few at 2,500, few at 17,000, scattered 22,000, temperature 16, dew point of 08, altimeter 3014 currently is what's being reported here at Vancouver International. So we got variable winds, which should make it a interesting takeoff roll. Yeah, they're about 223 knots, 223 degrees, 6 knots. Not horribly bad. I mean, it's very light for a jumbo aircraft like this, but yeah. Alright, let's see. We got that. Let's just make sure we got nothing else that we missed. Alright, let's start our pushback. And we will go ahead and start engine number 1 and get on out of here. Oh, I always love the roar of these 777 aircrafts. They're so amazing. Oh, man. You might be able to hear the second one as it fires. Oh, that person. Alright. Alright. Let's go ahead and turn engine number 2. We will set our maps here, 80. I don't like the TCAS is currently off. We're flying the Boeing 777-200 LR. That is very loud. And what is our engine 2 doing? It's 3%. So we'll just kind of hang out and wait till this thing fires. You can see we got positive EGT. About 16 in 1 is coming up. So we'll just... there it fires. It fired up. 942 nautical miles tonight en route to Los Angeles from Vancouver International. Probably be about a 2-hour flight. Alright, anyways, we are fired up here. Flaps, we're gonna set them to 5. I don't know why I clicked 15. Anyways, flaps are set 5 degrees. We will let Vancouver Unicom know we are taxiing. What runway are we going to right now? 26 right, that is what we're gonna take.
Vancouver Unicom, Air Canada 132 Heavy, taxiing to runway 26 right.
Alright, let's get out of here. And get on our way to Los Angeles. Cruising flight level 320 today, en route to Los Angeles. I don't expect us to encounter much turbulence as far as that goes. We are clear left. And this is not a real-time flight, guys. This is just me having fun in a flight sim. We got that Airbus A380 on the 26 nautical mile final there. Holy, that's a long one. We'll check our radar here in a minute once we get up to the hold short lines. Set autopilot up for initial 18,000 feet. There we go, and speed obviously under 10,000 feet is 250 knots. So. You won't need to be flying faster than that.
Vancouver Unicom, November 705 X-ray Tango is 24 nautical miles to the east at 8,300 feet. Inbound for landing. Will make left traffic for runway 26 left.
He's going to 26 left. And he's still 24 some nautical miles. So we're not going to sit and wait for him. We're going to get out of here. And normally people could fly this in a A320, but I'm flying a much bigger aircraft than a A320.
Vancouver Unicom, November 705 X-ray Tango is 20 nautical miles to the east at 7,400 feet. Inbound for landing. Will make left traffic for runway 26 left.
That guy's making runway traffic for 26 left. let Unicom know we are going to be departing south.
Vancouver Unicom, Air Canada 132 Heavy is taking off runway 26 right, departing east.
Not east. What the heck? I want to go south, not east. Let's go south.
Vancouver Unicom, Air Canada 132 Heavy is taking off runway 26 right, departing south.
Got a bit of a crosswind today. Not a big deal. For a jet like this, 6 knots of wind is really nothing.
Vancouver Unicom, November 705 X-ray Tango is 16 nautical miles to the east at 6,600 feet. Inbound for landing.
All
Will make
right.
left traffic for runway 26 left.
Let's get this bird in the air, shall we? Let's go 55, 57% in 162. Engines look good. I'm going to turn off the APU here, even though you would do that typically before takeoff roll. Alright, airspeed is alive. 80 knots. 100. $130. Get some back pressure. Pretty much a straight downwind, wind down the runway here. Bit of left rudder there to keep her straight. Positive rate, gear up.
Vancouver Unicom, November 705 X-ray Tango is on final. Runway 26 left.
LNAV. Set her up. Speed checks flaps 1. Pitch her up for about a 12 to 15 degree deck angle. Set our autopilot. And you can see I cut the power back to about 86% in upon rotation there. Let's get her up to 250 knots here. Alright, 250 knots is set. We're climbing through 2,500. And we've got 989 nautical miles to fly tonight. So what is our estimated time en route tonight to this? 3 hours, 44 minutes actually. So it'll take us, probably not going to go that far then if that's going to take us that long. I might cut it to San Francisco then, because that's a little bit closer of a hop. I think San Francisco's about 2 hours. Well, winds are gusting 34 there, so we'll see. That time may not be very accurate. Well, there's that guy. Departing. Alright, climbing through 5,200 feet. Beautiful rocky mountains in the background. Actually a really nice picture right like that. Go flaps 0. Should have gone flaps 0 a while ago. I'm going to increase our rate of climb here. Just so we can get up to cruise altitude and then increase our speed. And we'll kind of play it by ear as we come down the coast here. I might go direct San Francisco, but they're reporting a 34 knot gust, so landing could be a bit of a challenge going into San Francisco there, but we'll see. Gonna be be chasing the coastline this afternoon. Alright, 10,000 feet is coming up. Lights off. And we are chasing the magenta yellow line on Route 2. Alright, so we're gonna go up all the way. We're just gonna go right up to 32,000. And I'm gonna decrease our climb rate to about 2,500 feet per minute. Right, like so. As we chase the coastline out of Vancouver to Los Angeles. It is about a 3.5 hour flight, 3 hours, 7 minutes en route. But that time may very well fluctuate, and we'll see. Because this is currently not looking very nice here in San Francisco. They're reporting winds 270 degrees, 24 knots, gusting 34 knots, 10 statute miles, few 1,300, few 4,000. Temperature 16, dew point 6, altimeter 2996. Looks like they got peak winds are 27034 and then 2349. Sea level pressure 147. Some other gibberish behind. That's kind of that. Whereas Los Angeles is currently reporting 26021 knots. So they're both not great, but other thing we could do is divert towards Calgary, which is a lot shorter. In fact, that's I think what we're gonna do. Yeah, we're gonna go direct Calgary instead of Los Angeles. I was gonna fly to Los Angeles, but the winds are a little iffy, and I don't want to be playing with that. So we'll set up for an approach into Calgary here. Approach, we are going to do the 135 right approach. Select Casbo, add to flight plan, and we can delete that. Yeah, just like that. And we are climbing out of flight level 17,000 for 320, 32,000 feet. So a bit better than flying 3.5 hours, I think. Flying over the Rocky Mountains. Wow. Let's change this here. Let's just go ahead and change our volume a little bit. That is darn loud. There's no need for that to be that loud. 19,600 feet and climbing still. En route time approximately 1 hour 14 minutes into Calgary, Canada. Is where we're gonna go instead. If you guys are wondering, I am actually looking up the charts and stuff for Calgary on my computer. That is why you might hear some clicking sounds. That is why you might hear Some clicking sounds. We are back on track. Climbing 320. Let's go 310, 290 for this 1 hour night hop. I don't think we need to be that high. Actually, we'll go. Yeah, we'll go 330, 300,000. Hello, JASMXW1. We are climbing out of flat level 250 for 300,000, up on our way over to YYC tonight on board this Air Canada 777. I'll be cruising over the Rocky Mountains as we get a little higher. So, let's see here. Let's see, what is Calgary current? What's the AWAS reporting? Weather, Calgary 2200 Zulu, winds are 0407 knots, variable 020 to 110, 20 statute miles, few 6,000, few 7,500, few 16,000, temperature of 11 minus 5, altimeter 3024, density altitude 3,700 feet, 37,000, Jesus, that'd be a bad day. Get rid of the seatbelt sign. Alright, so there's the beautiful Canadian Rocky Mountains, boys and girls. I think that's the view we're gonna stick with for this short 1 hour flight. I can tell it's gonna be a bit turbulent over the Rocky Mountains tonight as we climb towards it. 30,000 feet above, headed towards the Rocky Mountains. That should be a bumpy flight. But we got clear skies ahead. Light winds out of Calgary right now, so it shouldn't be very hard getting in there at all with the Boeing 777. And we got views of the mountains, and we're still climbing right now. I think we are actually leveling off. Yes, we are. Let's go ahead and change our Mach speed here to Mach 7.8 for cruise. Just so we're not spending forever up here at slow speed. But yeah, I think we're passing. Aren't we passing Abbotsford? Yes, we are. Abbotsford's right below us, guys. As you can see, it's a bit turbulent. We got a layer of cloud that we're just slithering through. Yeah. That happens. Got another jet out there. What is that? Let's see what aircraft that is. We got Virgin 14. Well, Virgin 14 Super. And no idea where he's going. He's 244 hours. That's crazy. I have no idea where he's going, though. I got a bit of turbulence coming in, coming over Abbotsford. Nothing crazy. I'm gonna actually turn on the seatbelt sign because it's so turbulent. The Virgin are probably not going to cross paths, say. What altitude is he at? 40,000 feet. He's 10,000 above us. So me and him will not cross paths on this flight. Wow, we are getting bounced around out here. It is a bumpy flight. I should name this bumpy flight video. Jesus. I guess that's what I get for flying across the mountains at 7:30 at night. So we are flying over the Rockies. Man, I never get old. These views going out of Vancouver. Just so amazing. Like, unreal how good these views are going out of Vancouver International. Just breathtaking. I'm gonna leave the seatbelt sign on, guys. We are getting bumped around pretty good. It's gonna make me sick if I keep staring at that. But yeah, you can see that guy's coming up on TCAS now. It's 40. Oh no, that's our mile marker. I don't believe that is him. Let's see here. Yeah, that's our mile marker. That's not him. Yeah, he's out there. Wow, we are getting bumped around tonight. There's another jet there. I got one guy there. I got one guy back here. Where's this other guy at? Where's the Virgin guy? I see Virgin America. I think that he's flying. I don't know where this other guy is. I'm not sure. Ground speed right now is reporting 410 knots over the ground. Am I glad we didn't fly a small little jet? These winds. Look at the winds. 356 degrees, 85 knots. Holy crap. I have never seen it that high. But I mean, we are pretty high. We're currently, yeah, winds are 356 degrees at 85 knots. So it's about, it's a quartering right wind. It's kicking us around pretty good. So true airspeed right now 465 knots. That's quite amazing. You can tune out of Vancouver Unicom. We're no longer flying with them. There's the Virgin guy right there. I saw another guy down here somewhere. I don't know where he went. The guy off our wing there, our right wing, back here in the distance. Not sure where he went. Once we're not getting bumped around here all over the place, we'll turn off the fasten seatbelt sign. Show you guys the new 777. Beautiful bird. Yeah, see, we're still getting knocked around pretty good. Rockies. I think the seatbelt sign's staying on this flight. Getting kicked around pretty good. Oops. Let's turn our map on here so we can see exactly how our progress. There's that guy. So we're not going to cross paths with that Virgin aircraft up there. He's about 10,000 feet ahead of us. We're not 10,000 feet above us. That's not too bad right now, this turbulence. I'm going to go ahead and turn off the fasten seatbelt sign for a little bit. You can see there's a layer of cloud up ahead that will probably be flying through once we get there. We're about 43 minutes out from Calgary, which is nice. So, Calgary weather right now is reporting winds are changing. They are set now at 010 degrees, 5 knots. So, we'll see when we get closer if we'll have to change runways or whatnot. But right now we're going to stick with runway 35. It's probably not going to be that big of a crosswind. Few 6,000 feet, few 16,000, temperature of 10, and dew point -5, altimeter 3023. So we'll just kind of monitor it as we get closer and see if whether or not we'll have to change runways. But for right now, we're going to keep her to runway 35 right, which is the longest runway in Canada. I think that runway in itself is, let's see here, 35 right is 14,1,200 feet by 200 feet, so it is the longest runway here in Canada, fun fact. And speaking of that, we'll set that on our nav 1 so that when we get there we'll have our ILS approach into Calgary. As we get bumped around a little bit more. Pretty smooth now, but it was pretty bumpy earlier. Not gonna lie. It was fairly bumpy earlier. Now that the winds, winds are 0 degrees for 360 degrees at 78 knots. There's still about a quarter inch tailwind. Which is better than a headwind. So. We're definitely going to have to probably dump some fuel on this flight. I probably loaded way too much fuel. Now, fuel dumping technically is not legit. We've got about 16 hours of fuel here. I'm going to dump some out. Normally, you wouldn't fly an aircraft like this with that much fuel on board, but we certainly do not need that much fuel. So I'm going to dump quite a bit of fuel, actually, over the Canadian Rockies here. Not really something you would do in real life unless it was an emergency, but in this case we can't land with that much fuel on board. There's just absolutely no way to land. Not that it's over our max landing weight, it's just 70 to 6,000 pounds is enough to fly us across the ocean to London Heathrow, which we certainly don't need. We probably will keep about 3 hours worth of fuel since we're only about 40 minutes out from the airport. You can see we're kind of in the middle of the haze layer now. So that's another new thing they added to this game, is this haze layer that we're flying through right now, which is kind of nice. Still got about 13 hours worth of fuel. If we land with this much fuel, it is going to be very, very heavy. So, currently, fuel burn, let's see, fuel flow about 4,000 kilos an hour. But even with 4,000, if you do the math, this flight is less than an hour long, so we're probably not even going to use more than 10,000 kilos. But we got 12 hours, 30 minutes of fuel on board the aircraft, should we need that. I highly doubt it, but it's there if we need it. And we got out of that haze layer back there, that was weird. Very weird indeed. Let's see here. Flight time. 24 minutes in the air so far, and we are coming up on Kelowna International. How fun. We should be able to see Kelowna coming into view somewhere around here. Are we going to pass it, or are we just on the border? Oh, we're going to pass right over the ILS system in Kelowna. So, should be able to see the airport somewhere. I hope. It's somewhere down here. It is somewhere down here. I don't know where though. I'm not seeing it. But you can see we're still kind of in the middle of that haze layer. Just depends on how you look at it. Alright, we're still a little ways. I think Kelowna should be out in the distance here somewhere, but I'm not seeing. Oh, there it is. That's it right there. So just over our nose here, just by the map right here, is Kelowna International. I lost it again. It's right there. I don't think you'll be able to see it, but right down there is Kelowna. So. This is a better view of it. It is... Oh no, I lost it. There it is. I'm looking right at it. We're actually inside the Kelowna airspace right now, as you can tell. We're not inbound.
Kelowna Unicum. Air Canada 132 Heavy is inbound. Request traffic advisory.
Let you guys listen to the ATC Unicom frequency. Even though we're not stopping in Kelowna, we are continuing past Kelowna. It is there. Let me just make sure our weather is set. Yes. Time, we're using current. And we still are estimated to fly another 35 minutes in the air. I think 35 minutes till we reach Calgary, but that is not a problem. We're just passing Kelowna. Upon passing Kelowna, we're actually pretty close. So it should be fairly quick getting into Calgary tonight. No big issues. So Aircraft is getting shaken around pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and turn on the seatbelt sign once again. Yeah, we got 82 knot winds, bust. Oh. 83 knots. Yeah. Let's see the aircraft wing just plummeting in the wind. Oh my god, look at this. Look at that wing flex. Wing flex. Wing flex. Look at that. "84 knot winds battering the aircraft right now. Holy cow. 32,000 feet. 32, Jesus, what am I thinking? 30,000 feet above. We are getting kicked around with 80 knot winds blowing the aircraft, which is no fun, but we'll live. It's really kicking us around now. Flight attendants, please take your seats. Holy cow, 70 knot winds. And we're getting shaken around like a rocket. Good lord. There's another guy over there. Where's he at? He's 40,000 feet. 485 ground speed, Mach 88, 43 nautical miles away from us. So, the winds are fluctuating. They're between 70 and 80 knots here as we cruise towards Calgary. These winds are nailing the airplane. Gosh, that 80 knot wind was really kicking us around. We started our descent at 93 nautical miles. So I guess it's a good thing that we're not going to be up here forever because these winds are battering the aircraft. Look, 53 knot winds, 10 degrees. Yeah, that's just some bad turbulence. I'm gonna keep the fasten seatbelt sign on until we get out of this turbulence, because this is just ridiculous. 67 knot winds. Jeez. ridiculous. True airspeed is about 463 knots. If you're just joining us now, we are flying from Calgary, not Calgary, from Vancouver over to Calgary. We've been in the air for about 34 minutes now, and we've got about 27 minutes to go. 184 nautical miles to our destination, and we're getting battered by 50-knot winds across the Rocky Mountains. So everyone's kind of staying in their seats until we get past this part. We're 75 nautical miles from descent, top of descent. But that's how that's gonna go. Yeah, you guys can see just how the airplane's just moving. I don't know if Air Canada does flights with the 777 like this, because it is a bit of a stretch flying it this way. But, oh, wind's calmed down about 35 knots. Let's go and turn off the seatbelt sign now. Oh, cool. These buttons actually move. Look at this. That's awesome. I love it when buttons actually do something. Look at that. I could mess with that all day. That's amazing. I didn't know those buttons actually work. Like, that's amazing. 24 knots. Okay, these winds are dying, which is good. Just we were getting battered by 84 knot winds. That was a little crazy. Flying that. Don't judge me, guys. I love playing when buttons do their thing. Oh, we're in another cloud layer. Yep. We got ourselves in the middle of another cloud layer, which is always fun. But that is actually pretty cool, dude. The landing lights, now I'm curious because... do the landing lights not work? I don't think they move, do they? Oh, the strobes move. How about navs? I mean, we don't really need nav lights right now, but I mean, it'd be cool if they actually... Yeah, no, the nav lights don't work. Or they don't, like, flicker like the seatbelt sign does. That is awesome. I love it. Yeah. Alright, we got 13 knot tailwind. And we're starting our descent in 54 nautical miles. Somebody recommended me to fly the A380 back to Vancouver. We might do that, or I might do a hop up to Edmonton in the Q400. We'll see what it brings, but yeah. Now we got 2 knots of crosswind. Now the air is just nice and calm, which yeah, that's just amazing. Alright, let's see. 320 degrees. There's YYC, Calgary International. And it's just barely coming into view on our PFD here. the winds picked back up. They're 12 knots now. So. And we start our descent in 45 nautical miles. Vertical navigation is what VNAV stands for, and then LNAV stands for, I believe, latitude nav. I don't remember what LNAV. Somebody in the chat can remind me what LNAV stands for. I don't remember. It's something navigation. I think longitude navigation. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't remember what LNAV stands for anymore. All right, so. We just passed Nakasp Airport, just flew under that, and on our way up to Invermere, past Invermere's Radium Hot Springs, and then from there we'll be going to Kananaskis Village, and then Springbank, and then out into Calgary, and there's an airport besides Springbank called Calgary Bow Crow. Maybe we'll go in the Cessna 172 later, and I'll show you guys a spin or something. I don't know. Just because, for fun. So, we started a descent in 34 nautical miles over into Calgary here. Current weather in Calgary is reporting. Let's see here. Wind 010 degrees, 5 knots, 20 statute miles, few 6,000, few 16,000, 10 -5, altimeter 3023. Sounds about right. They haven't really changed it, which is a good thing. Because the meter is supposed to only update every hour unless something special comes in. So. Alright, so let's take a look. Calgary YYC airport chart, and we will see, because we're coming in runway 35 right. We could probably expect let's see what we'll be using going into Calgary. I think we're gonna be probably expecting 35. We are 21 nautical miles from our descent. What airport is this? Holy cow, this airport is out of date. Geez, when Calgary only used to have 3416. Gosh, this airport chart is so out of date. And now the winds are picking back up. Oh man. When the airport only had one main runway. God, why can I not find? Well, I guess we will see. If we use the auto land system, I think we'll be able to get off first or second. We'll plan for the second exit. Yeah, we'll plan. We'll see. We'll see how good my landing skills are, and we'll figure out. Okay. Alright, so we're almost coming into Calgary. Seatbelt signs coming on. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, captain speaking. We are encountering some pretty strong headwinds right now. So I've turned the fasten seatbelt on. Be descending into Calgary here in about 10 nautical miles or so, about 5 minutes. So at this time, I'd ask that everyone please return back to your seats. Currently, about 113 nautical miles. Currently about 113 nautical miles out from Calgary. Should be on the ground in Calgary in about 15-20 minutes, and at the gate in about 25 minutes. Latest weather in Calgary reported right now is Calgary currently reporting weather temperature 10 degrees, 20 miles visibility, and a few clouds are at 6,000. Nothing crazy. Winds are out of the northwest a bit at about 10 kilometers or so. Very light winds today. We are starting our initial descent down to 7,000 feet. Flight attendants, prepare cabin for the landing cross-check. Alright, so coming out of flight level 297 for 17,000. As you can tell. We are almost out of the Rocky Mountains. I can see flat terrain ahead, which is a good thing.
Kelowna Unicum, November 378 Victor
Let's
Tango.
tune out of Kelowna
Taxi into
Unicum.
runway
We are
16.
nowhere close to Kelowna right now. Let's get out of that frequency. I don't know why that thing is still active. Oh, now we're battering 47 knot winds. I'm so glad I have autopilot, because I would not be able to fly this by hand. I'm just going to turn on the seatbelt sign right now. We'll go ahead and arm our spoilers upon arrival. And if y'all want, I might fly out to Winnipeg after this. About 2 hours flight time. But I'm thinking I might hop in a Cessna 172 and fly around like that. I don't know. We haven't decided yet. But you can see in the distance there, we're less than 100 nautical miles from the city now. Be landing runway 35 right. And I think we're going to call a straight in. We'll turn a right base for runway 35. And then we'll call final. Again, winds are not crazy in Calgary right now. They're about 5 knots. So they're fairly manageable. But we've descended 5,000 feet already. And we're 5,000 feet. We're about 90 nautical miles from the city. And just now passing, I think this is like the Banff area, if I'm not mistaken. It could be a little further than that. Invermere, BC. I believe Banff is just around the area here. Somewhere around here, I don't know. Canadian Rockies International. It's somewhere. Oh, winds are 61 knots now. Look at that. We just keep on doing it here with these winds. $23,000 feet down to 7,000 feet. At this point, you'd probably be with Edmonton Centre if you were talking to ATC. And then get handed over to Calgary arrivals after that, shortly after that. I can actually start to see the airport now. So we are making decent progress. Everything that needs to be on is on. I have all my lights already turned on because I don't want to mess with it. On final approach there, so that's why that's turned on already. And we are out of, we're gonna go MSL. I believe that's our airport elevation anyways. We're gonna go MSL. Calgary is about 3,000 feet above elevation, so we'll keep that in mind on our approach in. And coming out of 22,000 feet now, about 81 nautical miles now. Descending over the Rocky Mountains on an Air Canada. I bet a lot of you guys would rather me fly WestJet versus Air Canada. Alright, out of flight level 210 for 171. Let's see if we can pick up Calgary Unicom yet. Nope, we're still a little bit out from that. So normally, if you were to fly a route from here to Toronto, it'd be about 3.5 hours to get her over to Toronto. If somebody wants to look up Fin 706 and tell me when the aircraft was delivered to Air Canada, they can Google that. I think the autopilot's going to have to speed up our descent here a little bit, otherwise we're not going to make it down there in time. I'm going to go and pull the speed back to 250 knots now, start slowing the puppy down. For arrival, then put out the spoilers, start slowing the airplane down, and all that fun stuff. See the sun setting over the glorious Rocky Mountains. Pull the speed brakes out. Alright, so we're gonna go I'm probably gonna manually land it going into Calgary anyways, so I'm not too worried about that. We're 42 nautical miles out. I'm going to start pulling the speed back. 230 now on the speed. It'll just naturally descend out into Calgary. I think we'll go flaps 1 at this point. You can barely see flaps 1. You can see us descending out of... I've slowed the bird down because I don't want to have to descend a huge amount. I already see the airport. I've got the airport in sight. Yeah, Calgary's still not in distance. We're about 10 minutes out from Calgary, guys, and we'll be making our arrival, and then probably going to be going to gate 87 in the econ course or decon course in Calgary. It's probably where we're going to head after we land. That is the plane, guys. 230 knots. We got flaps 1 extended. And we're going to probably start our approach. Alright, so we are just about to enter the Calgary class Charlie airspace, guys. Well, ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck captain speaking, we are about 10 minutes from the airport now. We'll be landing momentarily here. In preparation for landing, please make sure that your seatbelts are securely fastened and all carrying items are stowed. Alright, so there's the airport if you guys can see it. $200 aircraft. Man, 1 hour has already gone by. It's just kind of crazy how fast time goes when you're having fun, I guess. So let's pull her back to 200 knots. We'll extend flaps 5. Let's go pull flaps 5 out now. As we start entering the class Charlie airspace, we got Springbank Unicom up now on frequency. Give it a little bit more time and we should have Calgary's Unicom, and I've already got the airport in sight. Springbank is just off our left side there a little ways. So we can actually go pull flaps spoilers here and start decreasing our descent rate. We'll pull flaps 15 down. Like it how it like makes us go down to 7,000 instead of just putting 7,000, but they put 7,100. I'm not sure why they do that. It's kind of weird. Where is SYBW? Oh, there's, I see the airport. Should be entering. Yeah, we're inside Calgary's airspace now, so we should see YYC here pop up momentarily as we continue our slow descent. You can see more Unicom frequencies pop up as we get closer. I've got the airport in sight, yeah, over there, about our 11 to 10 o'clock. Flight attendants landing in 5 minutes. Let's bring her down to 5,500 now. We're still quite high. Alright, there's Unicom. We are going to report our position. Left base for runway 35.
Calgary
right.
Unicom. Air Canada 132 Heavy is on left base. Runway 35 right.
Actually, we're on the ILS, but I've got the airport in sight at about our 11 o'clock there. And our speed is fairly low here.
Calgary Unicom. Air Canada 132 Heavy is inbound. Request traffic advisories.
And I think once we join the ILS 35, I think I'm going to take over manual control and just fly the airplane myself onto the runway here. It's starting to become dark out. Yep, there's the airport in sight. You can see. So in a couple minutes here, once we complete this turn, I'm going to take manual control of the airplane. And we'll fly the ILS approach all the way down to the runway there. There's Springbank out here. And there's YYC International. Or is that YYC? This could be YYC International right here. Springbank is probably... No, I think this is Springbank right here. I'm not sure. Where that up there is, I don't know. Alright. I am getting ready to take manual control of the airplane. There's another encore flight over there, 15 nautical miles. Coming in. So we're going to take manual control from here in out and get ready to land. Encore 712.
Calgary Unicom. Air Canada 132 Heavy is on left base. Runway 35 right.
Alright guys, we are preparing for final here in Calgary. I have taken manual control now of the aircraft. There we go. I've got the airplane. And we will get her on the ground. Little high.
$2,500.
Calgary Unicum, Air Canada 132 Heavy is on final, runway 35 right.
Alright guys, so that's going to be a sterile cockpit here now.
Calgary Unicum, Encore 712 is taking off runway 17 right, departing straight out. Quite high on this approach, but I like to be a little higher than low. Alright, we are down. $80 knots, 70 knots. Stow the reversers. And manual brakes. We will get off at this exit. Welcome to Calgary, ladies and gentlemen. Well, Calgary, ladies and gentlemen, the local time here is approximately 8:34 p.m. For the safety and comfort of all passengers, please remain seated with your seatbelts fastened at all carry knobs stowed until the aircraft is parked at the gate. I'd like to remind you smoking is prohibited. Transmitting and receiving functions of your mobile device is now permitted. As you leave the aircraft, ensure you check your seat back pocket. Exercise caution when opening the overhead bins as some items may have shifted during the flight. If you need assistance in deplaning today, please remain seated till the aisles are free. We'd be best able to help you at that time. You're making a connection out of Calgary tonight. Please check the video screens inside the terminal building for flight information and gate connection numbers. On behalf of Air Canada, member of Star Alliance, I'd like to thank you for flying with us today. It's been a pleasure having you aboard.
We hope to see you again in the near future on board another Air Canada flight. We wish you a pleasant evening here in Calgary or wherever your final destination may be. Alright guys, we are in Calgary, safe and sound. Total flight time 1 hour 7 minutes. And there's an encore that just departed here. Which is fine. But as you can see, we came down. Everything was nice and smooth. And let's go and turn off our landing and strobe lights. And we will start up the APU. Welcome to Calgary, guys. There's that encore, climbing 9,600 feet. Alright. I believe we are parking right around the corner here.
Calgary Unicum, Air Canada 132 Heavy is clear of all runways.
I don't know where that encore is headed, but we'll check that out after we park. Not exactly sure where that encore aircraft is headed. Wow, he is gone. 292 knots, 11,000 feet. He is leaving it. He doesn't want anything to do with us. Oh, this is our gate right here. This is our gate right here. Alright. Slow this puppy down. Alright, parking brake is set. Engine 1 is coming off. Seatbelt sign off. Lights off. And we'll go and open up the cargo door. And door 1 right. Oops. Left, 2 left is going to open up. 4 left, 4 right. Alright, we are in Calgary, guys. Yeah, we're parked here. And we can go ahead and clear this flight plan. Yes. And this is going to call it for this stream. I hope you guys enjoyed this 1 hour and 7 minute flight from Vancouver, British Columbia up this way. Next time I plan on let's see where this encore guy is going. I'm kind of curious. He is going to Saskatoon, 258 nautical miles, estimated time en route about 50 minutes. That's probably where we'll head next with the 737. We're at Embraer 175, so that's the termination for this aircraft's flight. You can see cargo doors, everything is set, and we have successfully made it. So, yeah. Anyways, guys, until next time, stay safe, stay proficient, stay positive, and